and welcome into the channel. Once again, we're in the frigid cold shores of Sakal. Don't know much about this server, except for its name. From what I do understand, it is a PvE server. Boo! Yeah, I know all you chads want some PvP. This one's for the beginners. This one's how to survive, how to build a small footprint base, and then branch out and explore without dying every step of the way. And judging by the sun's position over land and the lack of ice in the ocean, I'm definitely on the east side. I do believe northeast side. We'll see. I'm gonna swing up around north, and the first major city I see, that's where we're gonna make our temporary home, our MOB. And if my hypothesis on location is correct, I know exactly where I'm gonna build my base. In my favorite crane. Now, excuse me as I deal with this guy. It's a fetching bag you got there, sir. I do believe I'll be relieving you of it. Post haste. I got a creepy Joe outside. This dude suspiciously looks like Joe Biden. Although a touch more lively for a living dead. Backpack and a beer. Damn good start. I've already got a knife and a bandage. This knife won't be sufficient to get the job done, but it's a start. It will allow me to harvest the materials needed for my first fire. Oh, looks like I'm not the only one to have a little tussle on this hill. Someone else left a backpack and some canvas. Well, it's not the most fashionable statement, but it is insulation. Really is too bad about Sakal. Well, it's too bad about people's reaction to Sakal. Sakal is a beautiful map. The problem is, players have a lack of imagination. Sakal seems to be more popular with PvE and hardcore players, as it presents unique challenges. The potential and possibilities for PvP are endless. However, it's just more suited for PvE. Regardless of any type of server you play, this undoubtedly is my favorite part. Naked and afraid. It's where you pit your wit against Mother Nature and thrive. You know, there's a base in this town. There is no raid, no KOS. But I'm new here, so I think I'll give them the respectable space they deserve and skirt around them. I undoubtedly will have to get close to that base eventually when I loot that little town. If I loot that little town. First, I think we'll search out the water well, or the cold spring. The quieter you can take out these sons of bitches, the better. Just like that. Ammo for the M4, Lamas, KA-101, and the Pioneer. Depending on the activity in the area, this may be premature, but I'm going to check the dead, standing, and rotted trees for mushroom. You really want to pay attention to your environment. Always search those dead standing trees and those rotted logs on the ground. With activity, they will yield mushroom eventually. The mushroom will be found in various states, and when the wind is kicked up and there's a storm brewing, they'll be frozen. You'll have to thaw them. There are things in the environment that you can eat right away, even if they are frozen, like powdered milk, cereal, chips, crisps, crackers. Oh yeah, and rice. Can't forget the rice. There's an Easter egg on the floor. Interesting. Deal with her first. These eggs provide you with the ability to encapsulate whatever you throw it at, such as bear, wolf, infected. Personally, I like to grab one up and gobble up a cow. Meals on wheels. It really has no other practical application in PvE other than storing food that's not yet dead. Other than that, it's a superfluous item in a PvE environment. And based on that wind, it's time to light a fire. It's about to get very cold. Now, trying to light a fire out in this wind is an effort in futility. Get yourself some shelter. You can build fires in sheds and under shelters as such, provided there is a ground dirt floor. Now, the first order of business, combining this bark with a short stick and crafting a hand drill kit. Once this is completed, you don't need to craft a fireplace. If you have materials that are flammable, just simply light it and then apply your wood to that. This is particularly helpful if you're trying to hide your activity from server logs. If you build a fireplace and place it, it's logged. If you just simply ignite materials that are on the ground, unlocked. And an extreme pro tip for you, the same applies with crates and barrels. If you're trying to stash them, don't place them, just drop them. And you're probably wondering at this point, just why the hell am I cooking rotten vegetable? I'm using it as a heat pack. I'm going to burn this baby, put it in my inventory. It'll go a long way to keep me warm for a short time. There, just enough to take the chill out of the bones. We'll have to light a fire up in that house ahead. More adequate for thawing the drinks that I have. With any luck, we'll find more clothing up there. And survival is not a time to be fashionable. Just add layers as you find them. Take this guy's hat. And trust me, I realize leaving a fire to go light another fire seems insane. However, my drinks thaw a lot quicker on a stove than they would on a cold ground next to a flame. Alright, time to save the knife blade and use the hacksaw to take this down. Don't yet have gloves, so we're not using my hands for sure. I only have the one bandage and I'm not going to use it on something trivial as a bush. That's a little bit more my style. Oink oink, baby. Oh, there we go. Get this fire roaring. Check upstairs for any loot. Hopefully there's some clothing. Could cover up these bare arms or legs. Now I'll just set my canned goods right on the rack. Let them thaw out. Excellent. Upgrade my shoes. Not great, but it's better. Bingo. Long sleeves. We got a little jacket. There, now I can use this ratty shirt, craft myself some improvised gloves. Now I can handle raw meat. Even though these gloves are fingerless, it miraculously saves me from getting blood on them. Alright, that's 2 thawed beverages. And there's no point hoarding now. There will be a time and a place to conserve. Right now you need to get as full as possible, as quick as possible, to carry you through the scrounging phase. Yeah, you need to stop and get warm, but you really have no time to sit around. So, the key here, fires. Whenever you stop, whenever you can, light a fire. And don't hold on to food until you're ready to store it. Just get it into you. In the early stages of life in Sakal, as soon as you find a spring, you want to drink your belly full. A full belly of hydration will slow your drain of nutrition. It won't stop it from draining, but it'll slow it. Now we'll check around for a few mushroom on the deadfall and work our way back down to the coast and start looting and pushing northwest. And I've just secured a backup blade. Thank you, good sir. Well, I'm on a roll. I might as well seek them out and finish them off up here. Law of probability suggests that I should get something off some of them. A snack and a drink. Frozen, but I'll take it. Thank you very much. Hey, peaches come in a can. They were put there by man in a factory downtown. Who remembers that tune, huh? Not quite my color, but beggars can't be choosers. The crimson pig rides again. Excuse me, ma'am, do you have a moment to discuss our Lord's sake? Oh, I guess not. Oh, hoarding a little lunch, are ya? Well, we'll see about that. Ooh, double snacks and a pop. Well, I'm starting to get the feeling this isn't adjusted for the hardcore player. This is more vanilla, maybe slightly bumped. Case in point, that infected had food, drink, and this rope, to which I'm now free to craft my fishing rod. Booyah! I wanna be sledgehammer. This'll be my testimony. Hey, quit picking on me. It's a great tune. Inventory management. It's a nightmare. I'm finding all this cool shit and I can't carry it. A canvas sack with a pop and a blade next to a P1 magazine. See what I mean? Not hardcore. Over the weather, still should present a challenge, especially for you beginners. And it's time to get rid of these Easter eggs. They're not really functional in a survival environment. Well, unless you want to carry a cow and a little egg. However, the facts in front of us present no cow and a need for inventory space. So they go. And And yet again, shifting inventory space. But I need this axe. Another tip for you beginners: if you can fight the infected from inside of a house, do so. It'll make your life a lot easier. Sometimes you might have to be patient to get them to the right window. This house, however, seems to be obstructed by clutter around its base. I may just have to go outside and fight her, which is likely the case, because I'm getting annoyed. And yet another item that's going to cause me to do some inventory shuffling. MK11. It's a nice gun. Just gonna have to run with it in hand for now. Ooh, I'll definitely be taking the kicks. Yeah, I think we'll drop the sickle and take that wire. Besides the practical application of securing a hostage, this is PvE, so that's a base building material, or I can use it for hunting. With pliers, I can bear it down to wire, and then from wire, combine it with a short stick to create a snare. Then I can bait it with either fruit or a worm. I'm finding a lot of good things I could use, I just can't carry them. Just passed a 4-dial lock and a hammer for building. Now that's a damn good find. Best jacket in Sakal, arguably. Damn near tripled my insulation and increased my inventory capacity. Now I just need pants for these chicken stumps. Well, I might do some fishing. The sun's going down. I definitely need a fire. I have several beverages that I need to thaw. And then again, I highly doubt I even have the inventory space for a fish. And there we go. Get rid of these bright boots. Well, I guess this is the place for the fire. There we go, that'll take the chill out of the bones. I have 2 or 3 brisket, a can of peaches, and about a half a dozen pop, or beverage, that I need to thaw. Excellent, my peaches are ready to be consumed. I could leave them on a little longer to get them warm, but I'm hungry, as you see. I could drop all of this on the floor and be ready with it, but what's the point? I have to wait for the thaw anyway, so I don't mind manually transferring one by one. With that being said, I definitely recommend not doing this way on a PvP server. No, sir. At least not at dusk, anyway. Not really many safe places to have fire at night. Well, that there be the last beverage. Half a dozen. on deck, ready to go. Like I said, I don't think I'm going to do any fishing, but I may as well get prepped for it. Get ourselves a wiggly worm for a hook. Well, all things considered thus far, it's been quite a successful run for a late afternoon arrival on the shores of the northeastern shores of Zakao. Oh, let's just take care of this old lady. I don't want her creeping up and enjoying my fire. Oh, would you look at that? She had a snack for me. Sweetheart. Thank you, old lady. Alright. Like I was saying, not a bad start at all. We got a few necessary tools to start building a base. Once we get where we're going, I'm sure we'll find the rest. We got more than enough food to get us to where we're going. It's just up around the bend. And this beautiful jacket. I think we're well on our way to success. And with that said, I'm losing light fast, so we're going to close this episode, and if you'd like to see it continue, you know what you need to do. Give me a like, maybe a subscribe, or at least comment.